just try and G themselves up there.
Get ready, please.
Right, the Fawley Challenge Cup. See Oliver Nash's hand up there in the Shiplake College boat, not yet ready.
Attention. Go.
So Windsor Boys School waiting for the winners of this race. They'll meet them in the final. Fawley Challenge Cup, we've got Marlow Rowing Club on the Berkshire station, drifting out central, and then converging with them. Shiplake College have come off the Buck station. Good pacey start to this race. And off Temple Island, Sarah, this is a crucial stage of the race, isn't it? This moment in the race where they're just appearing from the shelter of Temple Island, and they're so level in this.
Really seen this section of the race set up the tone for the rest of the race. You're not going to win a race off the start, but you can certainly lose one. So it's really important that the crews stay composed and get through this sort of trickier section and settle down into their mid-race rhythm, still in good contention, which of course these two boats are. They are locked together still, stroke for stroke.
Cyclist on the towpath, struggling to keep up.
It's a pretty good effort on that towpath, actually. That's not the easiest of towpaths.
It's very narrow, isn't it?
It is.
Clear at the moment, but this afternoon will be very congested in the sunshine that I've promised you later on, Sarah. You won't be able to cycle down there at that speed. And the stretching away Marlow Rowing Club on the Berkshire station. They've moved up to a length clear now. This is Monty Sanders in the bow seat, Sam Cook in 2-seat, Jerry Anderson, I mentioned, for Marlow Rowing Club, and Alex Foran as well in the stroke seat. 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds pushing a lead. It's a good effort to take that much out of Shiplake College this early in the race.
Yeah, and the Marlow crew quite experienced. All three in the front of the boat with 2 Henley Regattas under their belts, and the bow seat, Monty Sanders, this is his 4th appearance at Henley Royal Regatta. Whereas the Shiplake College, pretty new, it's only the 2-seat, Johannes Maiswinkel, 18 years of age with 1 previous Henley Royal Regatta. And I think having raced here before, understanding the course, understanding the regatta, it does make a difference.
Quite an eventful regatta for Marlow in Fawley. On Thursday, a massive gust of wind just off the island rocked not just them but their opponents as well. Marlow, though, dominant later on in the race, beating Northwich by 2.5 lengths on Thursday, and then yesterday their steering left a little bit to be desired, and it's going to be interesting to see whether there's any hangover from that today. Marlow a little bit erratic with the steering. They've got their pace at Remenham and managed to work their way back. And Sarah, you are just looking at the Marlow steering. This is perhaps the moment to mention that.
Yeah, I think they must have heard you, I think, Tim, because they were doing quite a good job. I was looking at them thinking, wow, they're doing a really good job. Just then they veered into the centre of the course, but they have corrected, so they haven't got a call from the umpire to do that. They've managed that themselves. But I was just thinking about the steering, because generally you have a preferred side to steer off. So even when you're on a buoyed course where the buoys are a lot closer than certainly on the Henley track, where you don't have a line of buoys down the centre of the course to denominate the lanes, you generally have a preferred side. I couldn't tell you which side was my preferred, but I know that I always steered off one side of the buoys.
Line it up one way or the other.
That's right.
Yeah.
You generally will steer off one buoy line. So when you don't have one in the middle, if you're not on your preferred side and you're steering off the booms, it can be really difficult.
That's interesting, yeah. You'll be a long way away from your marker.
Yes, yeah. Exactly, that's right.
And I wonder how much of an advantage it is if you've been in previous rounds on, in this case, Marlow on the Berkshire station, because you look at some boats, they get lucky with the draw and they get maybe in 2 consecutive days or even 3 consecutive days they're off the same station, whereas others are going back and forth, and that must make a difference as well.
Yes, I think so. I think so. There's slightly different conditions, potentially from lane to lane, and just a slightly different orientation, which, as you say, if you get the same orientation in consecutive races, that can be quite comforting, and you sort of get used to that. But if you're chopping and changing, that can be a challenge to sort of get your head around.
So Shiplake College trying to stay in contact with Marlow Rowing Club. It's pretty much a local derby, this, if you know your South Oxfordshire, Berkshire geography. Not too many miles between these two. The weather, I think, is improving. Conditions are improving.
Look, I think you could be right. You've been very optimistic all
Bullish,
morning,
I'd say.
But I'm starting to believe you. I'm starting to believe you, Tim.
Upbeat I am. Here at Marlow, they'll be upbeat as well. Second at the Schools Head. Second in National Schools Regatta in the Junior 18s. They've done another good job on Shiplake here so far. Shot of the rolling green countryside of the Hambledon Valley. And there in the bow seat, Oliver Smee. See Monty Sanders now in the Marlow boat. Looking very relaxed. They've reduced their rate. They think this rate is in the bag, Sarah, judging by that. Looking very composed.
Yeah, great shot there along the water, and you can see it is nice flat conditions today. Certainly we're expecting a bit of breeze later on, but it's looking pretty good out there at the moment, and the crew from Marlow Rowing Club just enjoying these conditions and being able to capitalise on their early efforts to take that race lead from Shiplake College.
Sanders, Cook, Anderson and Foreman nearly there. A couple more strokes in front of Stewards. Reducing the rate, saving their energy for tomorrow, the Fawley Challenge Cup. They are safely, almost, into the final. A couple more strokes. And they'll meet Windsor Boys School tomorrow. So it'll be another local derby, Marlow against Windsor Boys. That's the final lineup because they're over the line safely. Marlow Rowing Club winning their semi-final in the Fawley Challenge Cup against Shiplake College. Full of energy, full of smiles, celebratory.